Hello and welcome to NPCs of Wildemount. This week in protest we have no bit. Not until we can save net neutrality. There is a link down below to sign the online petition to repeal the current actions taken against the freedom of the internet.
And if I'm not lazy enough, there's also a petition about this freaking protest that I disagreed with wholeheartedly before we started recording it.
That link is
because
awesome.
I mean I disagree with the net neutrality thing, but it's an online petition. It's not going to work.
But both the links are down.
No, they're not. I'm doing the editing.
I tried. I tried, guys. If it fails,
yes,
I tried.
It's my fault. Online neutrality dies.
You heard it here. Hello and welcome to NPCs of Wildemount, reviewing episode 5 of campaign 2 of Critical Role. Myself, Oliver Dungeon Master, and
Dave.
We welcome you along to this Vlogcast episode. Vlogcast episode of our podcast episode.
It's not just a review show.
It's our review show.
Yeah.
Recap and
Why are you trying to make it something it's not? Welcome back to our nationally broadcast show.
Our award BAFTA-winning show.
Oscar-winning.
Yeah. Best actress, best supporting actress, best soundstage as well. None of that's true. Anyway, we're here.
All of that is false. We've got terrible editing. There's no females in this cast.
Look, it's 10 billion degrees in here. Let's get going.
Hey, you're making up shit, not me.
So essentially, this is a review and recap. So if you missed this episode, you can catch up. And if you want to know what we thought about it and run you through it, then we do that.
Yeah. And just saying off the top, Sam is keeping his shirt thing because in episode 5 of the original campaign, he wasn't there. So he wore the shirt with 2 X's so people could Photoshop whatever they wanted on.
Boom, some knowledge. Boom, some knowledge.
Oh, and that's what happens when you watch Talks Machina.
Yeah.
You learn stuff.
And you also get the smug smile of satisfaction when I do not know a bit of information. Anyway, it starts travelling down the Amber Road. They eat donuts. Jester has an actual donut, but to the rest of it...
up.
What?
They're going north. They wouldn't be going down.
Down.
They're going north.
I think you can still go down a road.
Did you actually look at the map I put on the video, the last video? You didn't, did you? You didn't look at the map that I worked hard to Photoshop an arrow on. I'm going to put it up right now. It's right here.
This is the problem when Dave edits. He can just fight me by
no, because you blatantly say wrong information. It was wrong.
You can go down a road.
You can't go down north if you're going north.
Look, north and south is subjective human constructs anyway.
No.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
The compasses, are you saying compasses?
They have an opinion.
Are an opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not...
I don't subscribe to compass logic, alright?
Magnetic poles.
Exactly. No, I don't buy into it. It's a government conspiracy. I don't buy into it.
No.
So they're heading down...
How are we doing a review show based on facts? Make up things.
They're heading down the road to the north.
Up the road, according to the map that's on the screen.
And they eat some donuts. Jester has an actual donut, but she gives imaginary ones to the party.
Imagination.
We get to see a little bit more of Molly at the start. Basically, he does some... merchants are travelling past.
Yeah.
And he does some cool illusions to try and get their attention.
Sword traveller, knife throwing.
Yeah, does a bit of sword juggling and kind of offers a reading of his tarot cards, which is going to be a huge thing.
You know when you drop something and you really want to pick it up, but you don't want to run the tape?
Yeah, I do. You just going to do it anyway?
Yeah.
Sure. Fine. Anyway, Caleb uses his familiar, which, is...
Pumpkin!
Yeah, which is, he's a wizard, that that's what you expect him to do. It's going to be using that a lot as well.
Oh, Caleb's a wizard. I never knew that. That's a throwback to one episode when he kept on calling him a warlock.
I know, I got chastised for that. By you, to be fair, but still.
To be fair, I didn't correct you at the time, so I thought it was funny, but a lot of people didn't pick up that I picked it up during the filming, but anyway.
Yeah.
So Franklin's still a bird.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Because it costs a lot to use the spell. It's got regents that cost, I can see you, several gold pieces.
I can see you too, it's sitting next to me.
I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's good to have you there. Yeah, so essentially, I can see you.
No, continue on doing your thing. You always can see me. We're staring literally at the camera back at us.
So, Caleb...
I can see you, Ollie. Ollie, I can see you. There you are in the camera. Just hurry up and make your point.
So, it costs a lot to change his familiar to different forms, so he's currently still a bird. He perceives through that. Now, the party at this point talk about, let's rob the merchants, and they actually have a little bit of a plan of what to do, to steal from these innocent merchants. And I was like, holy crap, is this an omen?
The dicks. So I don't feel bad about what happens during the battle.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for them because they're kind of dickheads.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I mean, these guys have a much different feel to Vox Machina.
Oh no, Vox Machina were dicks as well, but they're just accidental dicks.
Yeah, they were lawful good.
They killed children.
Dicks.
I mean, Keyleth killed a kid.
And yeah, Vax did dagger some old dude in a dungeon.
Exactly. So I mean, they're accidentally bad.
Yeah.
These guys are deliberately bad.
And I'm wondering if down the line, if they continue on this path, it'll turn into an evil campaign.
I don't think they do it maliciously though, because they wouldn't be helping.
And they were just trying to steal. They weren't trying to murder.
They're not bad people.
Yeah.
They're just kind of dicks. It's like me. That's pretty much my personality. I'm not a bad person, but I'm kind of a dick sometimes, as you probably can see. This is what he has to deal with every day.
Yeah, so essentially they talk about robbing them, they decide not to, and then they make camp for the night because Matt mentions if you keep going, point of exhaustion potential.
And they see you with some weird buffalo type creatures, and that's kind of just a bit of a travelling period, a few discussions here and there, but nothing significantly happens until Ford goes to sleep. Yes.
Ford goes to sleep and everyone else is sent out of the room.
Which I feel like it's going to be a common thing.
It does look like it, yeah.
Because we suspected that last time when it happened to...
Yeah, the second time. Yeah. So this is the third time, correct me if I'm wrong, that this has happened.
What was the first time?
Bo was the second. Was there a one before that? Or am I just making things up in my mind? You guys will know in the comments down below.
We should know. I'm pretty sure it's the second.
I thought it was the third, but it is very possibly the second. Everyone is told to leave the room while Ford gets a one-on-one with Matt. Definitely looks like this is going to be a new kind of thing in the new campaign. Love it, because I think for a stream show, it works really well. In a home game, not so much.
Pretty sure it's the second time. It does feel like the third time though. I'm feeling like it happened in the first.
That's what I think it is.
But nothing comes to mind.
Didn't we get either Caleb
or not? 5
weeks
weeks ago.
Didn't we get Caleb or not at one point?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't not.
Anyway, we'll figure that out.
We won't.
No, we won't. But someone out there will
leave a comment down below. We'll pick it up next week.
Yeah. So essentially, he starts underwater and he starts choking. He's trying to find his way out. He's not sure if it's a vision. He's not sure what's going on.
Yeah. So it's very cryptic. And that's about it.
Yeah. We get a giant yellow eye. I've actually written down the things it says because this could be important. Watching. And Travis is like, what are you watching? Watching. And then he says...
Kind of creepy.
Then he says, slightly, potential. My potential? And then he says, learn, grow, provoke, consume.
Why are all dark, mysterious things so cryptic? Why can't there be a dark, mysterious thing that, hey, just do this?
Yeah.
Life will be better. Alright. I guess it's just not very...
Stop dropping your pen. Yeah, no, I actually agree with you on that. There seems to be some kind of persona that bad guys take on with long flowing capes, and they walk into the room, and they say in a drawl some long sentence that takes 4 paragraphs.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Dude, just get shit done.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that, we kind of find out a little bit more about Fjord. It's Ford.
Well, they pronounce it as Ford, but it is spelled Fjord.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying Fjord, because I write it down Fjord instead of saying Ford.
I'm still struggling if I can call Bo just B-O or B-E-A-U. I
saw someone on the Critical Role fan club get really mad because someone's used Bo, B-O. It's like, can't... It doesn't really matter which way they're called. You get the point at the end of the day. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Merchant isn't like trolling the internet and sees it and just her heart breaks a little because it wasn't spelt the right way.
Just remember, guys, wars are occurring. Famine is a real thing. Someone using a different name for a character in a live stream, maybe somewhere around here.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter.
Anyway, he wakes up spluttering water. We see his sword. Now, this is the first time in front of the party that he's used his warlock thing of summoning his sword into his hand through the powers of the arcane. Yeah, the hex blade. It's pretty cool. It's covered in barnacles, which ties into his backstory as a sailor.
And it sounds like there was some nasty stuff that happened on a ship.
Yeah, we also find that it's kind of Craven Edge as well. He finds that it kind of talks to him a little bit, it calls to him. So Craven Edge 3.0 maybe.
I don't. It's probably the cousin of Craven Edge.
Yeah.
David Edge.
David Edge.
It's David Edge.
Oh, do you have because you come up with a name for the
I do.
We'll
reveal it when it comes.
We'll reveal
when it comes.
So yes. Jester, I love Jester's innocence. She keeps asking like these quite humorous, innocent questions. Are you turning to water? I can't do that voice, but
yeah, it's kind of I mean, it's well established that that's the type of character Jester is.
Yeah.
So I've kind of felt with Jester, it's reached the point where I was like, okay, I get who Jester is.
Yeah.
Where does Jester go from here?
Right. What's the depth?
Yeah, because it feels like, okay, we've got it now. I mean, the other characters you're still kind of fleshing out and still kind of understanding their perspectives. But Jester's pretty, just like the character, very open, very honest, and you get Jester straight away. So I want something more now.
We want to see the emotional, the backstory.
Or even her religious attachment to the Traveller. Yeah. I mean, we know she's got the symbol on her, but that's about all.
So maybe what we're waiting for is the one-on-one with Jester. Matt and Jester maybe reveal a bit more about the character.
I would like a one-on-one Jester.
Oh,
no, that was really inappropriate.
That was quite sleazy.
That was really. Yeah, that was. I apologise to everyone. I apologise.
Can you just edit that out?
No, I'm gonna own this one. I formally apologise to all the critic community that got offended by that. Yeah. Especially to Laura Bailey, and especially to Travis, because he can hurt me.
Yeah. We have a lot of respect for the players. We joke because it's hilarious.
We made like out of all the jokes, that's the one we like. No, we've gone too far. Anyway, so there's a fire.
Yeah, screeching. The sounds of dozens of voices crying out in the night.
So basically they make it to Elfield.
Yeah.
Which is on the map here. Ollie won't look at it, so it doesn't really matter to him.
Hey, for the people out there that actually do pay attention.
Exactly. It's basically in between the two locations they were travelling to.
Right.
So it's right down in the middle.
Yeah. Now they find dark creatures at first, but then they get a bit closer, perception rolls, snouts, clearly not humanoid, clearly destroying this place. Badly.
What are they? You don't! Come on, Ollie!
Oh, it was where something.
No, the Gnolls.
Gnolls! Shit, I knew that too. I don't know, I literally watched it
because they do make the call to begin with when the battle. They say, werewolves! And then, because I've always had a suspicion that Caleb's secretly a werewolf.
Yes.
So when that happens, you can see Sam.
Yeah.
Give an eye kind of like that to Caleb. And then he asks, are they similar to what we fought before?
Yeah.
And Matt says yes, so that's how Sam knew they were gnolls.
Right.
And not werewolves.
Right.
So that's why I think, and the more evidence that Caleb is a werewolf.
I mean, I had the same idea that Caleb was a werewolf.
Because if they were werewolves, they would have known straight away what it is.
Yeah.
But this time they had to go, it was what we fought before. So if they fought gnolls before, that's how they knew they were gnolls, and that's why they were gnolls.
Interesting. Okay, so...
Hashtag Caleb's a werewolf.
Stop creating hashtags. Hashtag does Dave create too many hashtags? Put your comment in a tweet and then send it to us so we can read it. Brackets, Oliver made this hashtag, it's a bit long, close brackets.
And if you notice, that didn't happen because I edited it.
Anyway, essentially they run in, they're trying to save the people. There's some Crownsguard there. Still love the name Crownsguard.
So, this comes to our MVP of the episode. Who do you think it is, Ollie?
My MVP was...
No, you're wrong. It was the Gnoll Chief as the MVP.
Can we do that? Can we have an MVP that's not part of the party?
Well, it's the most valuable player, so... NPC.
Sure, fine, let's do it. Why not? MVPC.
No. It's NPC. So it's most valuable non-playable character.
All right, fine. Let's do it. Why not?
Boom.
We're making this up as we go along.
And we're going to, because he doesn't have a name yet, we're going to call him Hogger.
Okay, it's happened. That's his name.
Do you get the reference?
No.
It's from World of Warcraft. How there's Hogger. He's a famous. I'm going to use this picture for this because he doesn't have a picture yet.
Look, we've done it. It's official. Spread the word through the critic community. It's Hogger. Yep, I don't know what that is, but yep.
It's from World of Warcraft. How do you not know this? You play World of Warcraft more than I've ever seen a girl naked. Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. I play PvP. I don't know. Anyway, the combat ensues.
Sam makes a good... Because... Just so you know, if you're new to our show, we don't go too much into the combat.
Because it's not fun doing a play-by-play.
Exactly, because it will just over-analytical.
Yeah. We do like highlights.
Yes. One of the quotes that Sam got is, he goes, so your duplicate, talking to Laura, is less useful than Trinket. Yeah. And he laughs.
So, essentially, she has to move her duplicate using a bonus action, but it can do some cool stuff. It can cast spells and, do some cool stuff in battle. We also have, please, for the love of God, we also have Bo, who does some badass monk stuff and catches an arrow mid-air and then uses it to attack one of the gnolls. And the whole chat went crazy at that point. They were like, yeah, monks for the win, monks kick ass. And yeah, it was pretty damn cool. sit back up.
Am I allowed
That's
to
fine.
do it now? Okay. Okay.
I'm going to drink coffee while you cover the next bit of the battle.
So there's, just so you also know, there was some weird undead creatures as well. It was really, I don't know if they fall into a particular character.
I thought they were just skeletons.
I think the skeleton kind of deformed gnolls kind of things. It wasn't too 100% clear exactly what they were. I just assumed they were just undead entities.
Yeah. They did get around to prepare spells because it was a sneak attack entering the fray, which is really cool especially for spellcasters that want to put buffs and auras on themselves.
And the party did go through the struggles of trying to still using abilities for the first time, kind of getting their head around how the characters played, remembering abilities and stuff. So you still get the roughness of this being a new campaign in there as well.
I think actually Matt did a wonderful job, and I think this is something as a DM you should be aware of. He essentially gave them a combat where there's a lot of guys very squishy.
Yeah.
And that was because they knew they just leveled up, they want to be trying their new spells, especially at level 3, you get a whole lot of archetypes. So I think Matt had intentionally set up that encounter to be like, hey, sandbox, go and kill some stuff with your new spells.
But then as the kind of the gnolls started to kind of leave the city, or they kind of eliminated some of them, they come across the Gnoll chieftain, who pretty much just takes out Not.
Yeah.
And then takes out Molly as well. And
unconscious.
It does a badass kind of bow thing, so it goes pew pew, and then it just walks away.
Yeah.
Like a badass. That's why he is the NPC.
Sure.
I nearly got that out without...
Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Really?
No. No, I am generally proud. Yeah. Sit back up. You mess up the symmetry and it messes with my mind.
Okay.
Anyway,
So this whole thing also, the reason why the party got involved is the Crown's Guard also offered a certain money reward for every ear that the party got.
Yeah. If you ever played PvP in Diablo 2 or Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, if you actually manage to kill another player, you can take as a trophy one of their ears. And I think that was kind of the idea.
This is one of those moments that I'm just going to have to let you have that one because I have no idea if that's true or not.
It is.
Oh. If he's wrong, leave it in the comments below.
I could actually just feel the shock of Dave going, Ollie actually might have just got something right. I don't know.
I don't know, and I think that bothers me the most. So I don't know.
Actually, can I ask something? If you're commenting, can half of you comment that, yeah, it was true, and half of you just say it was
just
complete
to mess
bollocks?
with me? Yeah,
Please.
that'd be great.
Anyway, battle goes on. Not has Tasha's hideous laughter, which I think is a perfect spell for Sam Riegel, so good choice there. Now, at one point here, they kind of break out of combat, do a bit of story, and then a bit more combat. And Laura and Caleb were like, actually, we were before this guy in the initiative order.
It got really confusing.
Yeah, and Matt was kind of like, oh, okay, we were out of combat, and what he did, which I think is, again, if you're a DM, you need to be aware of, he just went, okay, rewind, and they took a few steps back, and he undid some damage, and just went, now you go.
I think the key to it is he controlled the situation.
Yeah.
That situation could have got very out of control of him going, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do? But he was like, all right, stop, rewind, and take it step by step. Yeah. So it's basically, sometimes when you're a DM, you have to manage people.
Yeah.
So. And
just remember, that is totally an option as a DM. You can always take a step back. You can always unroll a couple of your die, correct the mistake, and move forward.
But just remember that if you do that, and maybe do it quite regularly, you got to be a little bit slack on your players if they do something similar.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit unfair if you do it, but they can't.
None of this is scripted. It's D&D. There's going to be mistakes.
No, Critical Role is scripted, but everything else...
Have you seen the conspiracy theories?
We all know Critical Role was scripted.
Yeah, they get it ahead of time. I've seen the conspiracy theories.
Because the biggest conspiracy theory, or the biggest justification of this conspiracy theory, is on episode, I believe it was 111.
Yes, Liam says
there's 4 episodes left, and it ends in 4 episodes.
And the internet went wild on that.
Yeah, so I don't know anymore. The world doesn't mean anything.
We do know that reality TV is scripted. I know that.
Yeah.
But it's harder for me to believe that Critical Role.
I don't in seriousness, it isn't.
No, it's not.
But it is.
But it is.
But it is.
But it's not.
It's not. But it is.
Anyway, combat takes up most of the second half of the entire episode. Jester does some healing.
It's actually a shorter episode.
Yeah, they're back to the shorter one.
Yeah, it wasn't as long, and especially when they had the break and then they finished the episode, it was very, very short.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was, but it just it was a shorter, but it still was 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it's still long.
So it's longer than when they started
we watched so much that it feels shorter.
Yeah. But hey, they've got things going on, and
they have lives.
They've got lives and stuff.
We don't.
No.
We say it every single time.
It's true.
People are going to start
yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Anyway, after the battle, we meet Watchmaster Bryce Field.
Oh, by the way, just heals everyone.
Oh yeah, Molly and Not are fine.
We want to make sure everyone is here for their conversation with.
Yeah, just divvies up some health points amongst Not and Caleb. Sorry, Not and Molly, and they're back. They're fine. No death saves. It's all good.
Okay, now you can.
Then we meet Watchmaster Bryce Fields, who seem to be in charge.
Fields? I put Feel It.
It's Feel It. I don't know where you got Feel It.
I'm pretty sure it was Feel It. Bryce Feel It.
You think his name was Bryce Feel It?
You think it's Bryce Feels.
Yeah.
God, how's that any better?
Because Feel It is a sentence.
And Feels is the same thing as Feel It. When you think about it.
Fields as a name, though. Like, I'm Mr. Fields. I'm Mr. Feel It.
Is it Feels or Field?
Fields.
So like a field,
yes.
Like a field.
Because I'm Mr. Feel It sounds like a clown you shouldn't hire for your kid's birthday party.
But people still do. I wonder why bad things happen. So it's not Feels at all.
I'm pretty sure it was Field.
Field.
Yeah. Bryce Fields.
Bryce Field.
This is the thing we get stuck on. Names.
This is the first time you ever write down a name and question it.
Anyway, in the last 20, 30 minutes of the episode, Matt drops a lot of names of places and things. So we've got the Lade Garden, which is the training ground for the Crown's Guard. We've got the Feed and Mead Tavern, which is interesting.
Feed and Mead.
The Feed and Mead, which is cool. And yeah...
sounds like a weird, food fetish place.
Mead and Feed.
Yeah, come to the Mead and Feed.
Sounds like an app. Mead and Feed.
Was that like Tinder for foodies?
Yeah.
Tinder for foodies.
You have pictures of pizzas and you swipe left if you want to...
No, you have pictures of people with food that they've made.
Right. And then you go around to their house and enjoy some creme brulee and then...
To be honest, that would be nice, but I just don't know... I mean, you shouldn't judge whether you're going to be with someone just if they're good cook or not.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you do, but those people are weird.
We get so off track.
Anyway, because I mean, the episode kind of ends up.
Well, they get given 360 gold for the amount of ears that they collected. Kroot, we meet Kroot, who's this awesome dwarf who runs the Feed and Mead. I feel like he's going to be an important NPC because Matt, had a lot about him thought out. He had the weird eyes that never looked directly at you. He had the beard. He had the voice was, I could see, worked on. It could have just been pulling it out of the arsenal, but I think we might see more of Kroot. And then Molly gets completely smashed.
Yep. And then they rest up, but basically what we haven't covered is their new mission. Their new mission is essentially to kill the Gnoll problem.
Yeah,
and figure out what's happening, whether they have some undue connection, why they're attacking, why they're taking people, and so forth. And I feel like we're just going to meet that Gnoll chieftain again. And so the team name for this week.
Been looking forward to this for 7 days.
Really?
Yeah, I look forward to it every week.
Oh, well, considering the episode, whatever. They are called Gnoll Bitches because the Gnolls made them the bitch.
I think maybe I should be in charge of
Go on, you make up one.
No one does it like we do.
Nope, we're taking one.
That was not bad for
That's not a team name.
We had a
That's like the
moment.
Ginyu Force of Critical Role. That's just they just have a bad pose while they do it as well.
Send my Beauregards to the devil. Anyway, Caleb also gathers, kind of insensitively, enough charcoal from the burned remains of the city to reduce the cost of his next find familiar by 3 gold pieces.
Exactly, because you have to remember that Frumpkin is currently not in the form he desires. The form... She?
I actually don't know.
I don't think that's been established. But Frumpkin's desired form is a cat.
Yeah.
So he wants to try and revert it back.
Yeah, which is kind of cool, because that's really taking advantage of a situation when he went, holy crap, fires, charcoal.
So our next bit, we're going to have to jump cut to, because we didn't prepare this, is the comment of the week.
Oh, yes.
So,
We're back.
Yeah.
You guys know that's how you do a jump cut.
We don't normally do jump cuts because we like a very organic conversation, but sometimes we forget to do things.
It's true. Comment is from Thaldian Dude.
Otherwise known as That Indian Dude. You just put a space bar there.
Sorry, I thought the I was an L. I thought it was like a fantasy name, like a dwarven, like, I'm Thaldian Dude. Let's just forget. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
That white dude here.
That did not happen. All right.
Anyway. Read the comment.
Yeah. With regards to cohesion, initially, if you think about it, the reason a party would form in these fantasy settings could be trivial. I just need...
Keep going. I can't do improv. This is one of the problems that we have, is I can't do improv because you crack up all the time. Like, I bet at the start.
Just do non-funny improv. That would help me out a lot. I just need more friends, could be a reason. There is safety in numbers, and hey, this is better than what I was up to previously. I can hear you doing faces. I don't even have to turn around.
Just go.
Some people like me don't really have much plans. They see something and they latch on because it gives a semblance of a structured life. That's true, that's true. The players in a game, they kind of know that they're supposed to form a party in some way.
Because we made the comment previously that, you know, the reasons them being together and how they mush together is it was just kind of thrown together, but then when you think about it, it kind of has to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think, like, I can't give spoilers for the Voxmark and Origin comic. But yeah, you can form a party based almost over nothing. There's some great examples that people pop up a lot. Barroom brawls where they have to support each other in combat.
But the meeting in tavern, because how cliche it is, people make a meme out of it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to get your players together somehow.
Yeah.
And it's been done so many times that it's going not to be the most creative or original thing on the planet.
Yeah,
so.
And the players can still have their own kind of emotions towards the party and think, I don't like these guys because I'm a rogue, but I'm gonna travel with them because it makes sense, for money or whatever.
Yeah. So I like that comment.
Yeah, thank you, Thel.
And if you want your comment to be commented on next week, leave a comment down below.
Yeah,
I nailed that, didn't I?
You nailed that entirely. And we'll actually prep that before we start filming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We normally do.
We usually do.
We normally do.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everyone for last week that did comment and that did support buying our merchandise. We had Welp, there it is. He bought one of our hoodies.
Yeah.
That's really, really helpful because we're going to pull that money all together and eventually buy a set.
Hookers. A set.
You have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You want me to send that clip to your girlfriend?
I'd prefer you didn't.
No. Okay.
She watches this stuff anyway.
I'm going to.
Thank you very much for supporting.
If you do want to support, we also got another donation from Cliff.
Thank you.
Well, not another donation, first donation by him. He chucked us some money as well. So thanks heaps, guys. If you do want to support us, we actually are coming up with some original t-shirts designs too. That isn't just our logo. So if you have any ideas of what we can do, we obviously don't want to draw the characters of Critical Role or any of that stuff because that's
them. Yeah.
And the last thing we want to do is impose on that. So we are coming with some original designs. If you have any ideas, let us know. But our talented artist who did the original logo is going to be doing this one.
Cool. So, yeah, thanks for supporting D20 Multiverse. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. I feel like such a YouTuber when I say that, but really it's just because it makes us happy.
At least you're not like doing the Philly DeFranco.
No, it's true.
He goes, "Hi, you beautiful bastards. How are we doing on this Thursday?" I don't know what he does.
I don't know what he does.
He says that though.
Thank you for watching, I think is what I was trying to get at. So have a good
evening. We need a catchphrase. Go, Ollie.
Nerds of Power.
No, you have a new catch. No. Anyway, bye.
Wherever you are in the world.
You've ruined it now.
I can't go back.
You just say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.